on my members only. But you know what I thought? I thought it's the holidays. I haven't gone live on my YouTube channel since I think it was like Christmas or the day before Christmas. And so, what the hell? Let's go live here on YouTube. Oh, shitballs. Sorry, guys. As you can see, I'm a hot mess express. How do I tighten that part right there? How did I tighten that? I know I have a way to do it. Hey, James, what's up, babe? Hey, Amy, what's up? I'm feeling a lot better. Thank you for asking, though. Thank you for asking. Or thank you for saying. You want to know why I wasn't feeling good? I have to come clean. Do y'all want to know the truth? Lord, it's embarrassing as fuck. But I'll tell you guys because I embarrass myself on my YouTube channel all the time. What's the difference? Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. So, the reason why I was sick the other day, I just realized I'm disgusting. You know that? I'm fucking disgusting, aren't I? Oh, well, I'm not going to act like I'm something I'm not, honey. This is me. If you don't like it, get the fuck up off my page. Hey, Ferrets Forever. How are you doing, honey? So, what was I going to tell you guys? Oh, yeah, why I got sick. So, the reason why I got sick was because my mom made this delicious lasagna. She made this delicious lasagna on Christmas. And I went to her house and I got that lasagna and I had her make me a platter. Okay? And I came home with the platter of lasagna, which was made to feed me, my husband, my son, and maybe even a guest. Bitch, I ate the whole platter on my own. I ate a whole platter of lasagna on my own so that I couldn't shit. And then all of a sudden, my son had his friends over. One of those little boys had a fucking stomach virus, right? So now I'm backed up from all the cheese I ate. Okay? And my son gives me this stomach virus. So all of a sudden, it's like something dislodges inside of my colon. And it's just like shooting out of me for like 3 days. 2.5, 3 days. Well, yesterday when I got up to go, my husband was getting ready for work. I fucking collapsed, passed out. I was so dehydrated from not drinking enough water while I was shitting all this food out of me. Now, you guys, I'm a drug addict, okay? I'm a drug addict. But I also have a hard time with food addiction. And so I have been working really hard on losing weight. I was 245 pounds at my heaviest weight. And now I'm like 200 pounds. Maybe 205 since I ate that lasagna. Honey, food is just as addicting as fucking drugs and alcohol are. And it's just as dangerous as drugs and alcohol. You can eat yourself into having diabetes. You can eat yourself into having, block your fucking heart and have to have a heart, surgery or whatever. It's so hard. It's the hardest thing I've ever had to go through. Like quitting drugs for me. Well, I mean, opiates are hard for me. I'm still on Suboxone, obviously, right? But like quitting meth, quitting Xanax, quitting cocaine, all that stuff, I've been off all that shit for years, Food is so hard for me because it's so entwined in my life in a way that like I was raised up to like celebrate with food. It was always like, and I still do that in my everyday life. And I'm creating my child to do that. And I told my husband the other day, like, we got to do better because it's not our fault that we don't see we're doing it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, food shouldn't be something that you reward yourself with. Food should be something that you use to fuel your body so you can like function another day, right? But not in the Italian, not in the Mexican families, honey. We're celebrating. We're fucking having a whole smorgasbord of food. And that's exactly what it was like pulling up to my mom and dad's house the other day. We get there and my mom has the whole bar covered in different pastas, spaghetti, meatballs, Italian sausage, red sauce, peppers, onions, hoagies, this kind of bread, that kind of bread. It was great. It was actually orgasmic. It was so good because I hadn't eaten like that in so long, which I should have known better. I should have known better. I should have known better to tell my mom that I needed a platter. I should have not taken that platter home. But that's how I got really sick. And it was really, really hard, y'all. It was like I was in the bed for 2 days, 2.5 days. Even my son was like, Mom, are you okay? Because it was not good. But I'm a glutton. And that's why that happened, because I overate that damn lasagna. That's what started the whole thing. But anyways, what are you guys doing for New Year's Eve? Y'all know I ain't doing nothing. Y'all know I'm staying sober. I'm not going nowhere to do any kind of drugs, that's for sure. Now, I made a video earlier, but I don't think a lot of you guys saw it. Yes, the lasagna was worth it. So, it was worth it. It was well worth it. Just a couple days of discomfort for the lasagna. Yes, it was worth it. I was thinking about like all the times I used to get fucked up on New Year's Eve and like fucked up. Okay. Like I remember one time me and my friend Jessica this is before I met my husband. I think I was like just graduated high school, and me and my friend Jessica got a hotel room together, and we had like all these people in and out of this hotel room, right? What's up, man? I'm so glad you're here too. And I see all y'all's comments. Hey, James. Hey, AH. Hey, Pixie. Hey, Sharon. Let me see. Amy, what's up, girl? Ferrets are forever. Hey, Hitman. So me and my friend got this hotel, right? It was me and her and like 6 dudes. And I'm trying to whisper so my husband doesn't hear. This is long before he knew who I was, but I don't want to hurt his feelings, Adam. Hey, Adam, what's up, man? And we got this hotel room, and I don't even know what happened. All I know is that I got so fucked up. I woke up the next day, and I was like not where I was supposed to be. Do you know what I'm saying? And that kind of stuff would happen to me all the time when I would get really, really drunk, because I was the kind of person that like, I've always been this way with all substances, okay? Like, if we're drinking, I'm taking it to the head, motherfuckers. Okay, like, I would go and get a bottle of E&J, this fucking nasty-ass brandy, okay? And I would sit that motherfucker in the freezer for like a good hour until it got good and cold, right? And then I'd grab that bastard motherfucker bottle out of that fucking freezer, and I would chug that shit. Chug, 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 chug. I remember one time I chugged so much brandy that I fucking almost gave myself alcohol poisoning. I threw up everywhere, all over this kid's house. All over this kid's house. I remember walking in and I slammed down on the counter, and there was like one of those cutting boards there where the knives were at. And they picked me up and they took me and they put me in his bedroom. His name was AJ. You guys, I was not in that kid's bedroom 10 minutes before I had his whole bed covered in vomit. Covered. And he was such a little gentleman. This was when he was younger than me, and I was older than him, so I call him little. But he wasn't a little guy. He was a big guy. And he carried me out of my house, out of his house, into the car with my friend Jessica. No, I don't know what his last name was. He went to high school with me. I went to Lake Hamilton in Hot Springs. But that was like a normal, everyday occurrence, dude, for me when I was getting fucked up, especially when I was drinking alcohol. Now, that was a lot of stuff I did during high school and maybe like till I was like 21 or 22. After I got of age and I was able to drink like legally, I didn't fucking want to drink no more. Fuck that shit. That fucking shit gets old. And I wasn't the kind of person who like wanted to drink and have to be dependent on alcohol, even though I was dependent on all these other drugs. I thought alcohol was just the worst thing to be dependent to, you know? And so I kind of did away with alcohol once I became of age. And that's when I got hooked on pills and meth. But meth was the drug that stayed with me through my whole addiction. I used meth from day one and never stopped using it. See, I stopped using like other drugs many times, but meth I always kept using. Something, I don't know what it is, but like I like to be up. You know what I mean? I like to be up. And I like to shoot dope too. I like to shoot opiates too, you know? But when I'm shooting oxys and shit like that, I want to be so fucking shot out that I'm like smoking a cigarette and lighting myself on fire. So there's like no in between. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm either going to be lighting the house on fire or we're scrubbing the walls with toothbrushes. You know what I mean? And I know people are probably like, girl, why are you talking like this? Because it's true. You know what I mean? It's true. I had no moderation. There was no kind of shut off switch for me. And the moment that I realized, wow, these drugs make me feel so good, I wanted to use more and more and more and more, you know? Yeah, other people can moderate. I was just talking about this on my TikTok channel. So other people, there's there's millions of people out in the world that can take drugs and they're fine. They don't ruin their lives. They don't fucking cheat on their husbands. They don't fucking scrub their fucking bathroom with a toothbrush. They don't drive their fucking car off into a damn brick wall, right? They're regular. Those people are just regular people. Like I cannot moderate when it comes to. Now I will tell you this. Let me tell the truth for a second. When I first got sober, I believed I would never be able to moderate. I will tell you, in my experience from being sober for a long time now from all those drugs, that I can have a glass of wine or a margarita like at a special occasion, just with a group of people, and then never touch it again, and I'm fine. But that's just me. Do I choose to do that on a regular basis? No. Like it has to be something that's like really special. Like I have to be out with other people who are like celebrating something, and then I might get like a little mixed drink or something like that, you know? But I cannot. If I continued to do that, I know that if I continued to come home and bring alcohol into my home, that I would turn into a straight lush, because I've done that shit before. When I got put on probation for my meth charge, I was trying every concoction I could to use drugs and alcohol without getting caught by my probation officer. And one of the concoctions that I was trying was just drinking alcohol. And I was drinking from the time I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning till the time I passed out that night. And then I would do it all over again the next night. And so I know that I can if I keep on going, but I have been able to learn some type of moderation in my the little bit of sobriety time that I've had, you know, the last couple of years. When they were observed doing meth, I believe, and those kids who experienced trauma had greater release of dopamine than those kids who hadn't. Oh, really? I just actually made a video about trauma too on TikTok. So this guy, he was commenting, yeah, so James, that's so funny that you say that. So you say marijuana moderation. Listen to this. You want to know why I ate that whole damn fucking plate of lasagna? Because my sister made edibles. She gave me a little thing of edibles for Christmas, which every now and then I'll partake in an edible, right? Fuck that. Never again. Never a fucking again. I learn my lesson every time I take these damn edibles, dude. When I tell you, smoking a joint, smoking a bowl is nothing compared to eating an edible. These edibles are so fucking strong. They have so much THC on it. I was so comatose and I could not stop eating. That's what happens to me. So I don't know why I'm stupid, and I got you something for Christmas. It's edibles. I made them. They're fresh. You know? Oh, they're so different. And my sister made them, you guys. They were leaves, weed leaves. So she had green ones that had THC in them and brown ones that had just CBD in them. And I could not. I cannot control. They make me do stupid shit like eat too much. I torture myself on edibles. Isn't that so funny? How like some people can do some things and some people can't, you know? Oh, well, if you see, I don't know how much I'm taking in when I take an edible. And my sister works for a dispensary, so she like puts like really good stuff in them. You know what I mean? And so I remember I had taken one and it hadn't kicked in yet. So I took another one. And I'm waiting like 45 minutes to an hour for these things to kick in. And then all of a sudden they all kick in at one time. And I'm like, so back in the day, if you guys had found me when I first started this channel, I would have never taken an edible when I first started this channel. To me, okay, so I'm on about a half a milligram to a quarter milligram of Suboxone, right? I was on just Suboxone and just my mental health medications, you guys, for 6.5 years. Okay, didn't touch nothing else. It wasn't until like a year ago that I was like, man, I'm going to try an edible. And I tried an edible, right? And like I said, it's only maybe once every 6 or 7 months I'll do that. And then I had a drink with my boss when we were in Tennessee, and that was it. But if you had met me like 6.5, 7 years ago, I would have told you, no way, I will never do that. You know what I mean? But that's how it had to be for me at first. I had to be like really strict, you know? No, I'm on a quarter to a half milligram of Suboxone. I used to be on methadone. I used to eat my husband's methadone like they were going out of style. My husband used to get a prescription of 10 milligram, 365 10 milligram pills a month of methadone. And he was getting them from a script doctor, obviously, because they don't really give you the pills like that out anymore. But I was taking them and they made me crazy because I wouldn't sleep. So me on methadone is not good. I don't sleep on methadone. I will stay up all night long and I will hallucinate and I will fucking be talking to people that are not there on methadone. Not meth. Methadone. My son has his medical card for severe anxiety. I took him to a pediatric holistic doctor because of his dad and my addictions. Oh, that's awesome. Well, if that helps him, you know, I'm all for that, Aaron. It's better for him to be on that than a bunch of pills, you know? Now the way I got started on methadone, I started on it long before I met my husband, okay? I cannot sleep on methadone. It keeps me awake. It keeps me and I'm just trying to keep it real with you, okay? It keeps me in a constant state of a nod almost. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, I was taking like 140 milligrams, 180 milligrams of methadone at a time. Oh, Neil. Hey. This dog, look at this, Neil.
What?
No, she's peeing. She's in her room, though, on the linoleum, so it's okay. She's on the pee pad thingies. But look how much pee just came out of her, dude. Like, I don't understand it. Our dog is, you know, she's geriatric, and so we keep her with her little pee pad right here so that way she's safe on the linoleum. And she has diabetes, and so she has so much pee in her. And now she's drinking again after she just peed a gallon. Yeah. Video on the cop. Yes, I saw that. My friend uploaded it to his channel. Did you guys see the, okay, so my friend, his name is why can't I remember his first name? Macaulay. Duh, I should remember that. Macaulay Culkin, but not really, Macaulay. Hey, what's up, man? And he actually had her on his live stream on TikTok, and she was like going back and forth with him, saying that she's a bitch, dude. Like, this girl got scared. She's literally trying to say that a dollar bill. She opened a dollar bill that had the fentanyl in it and then closed it back up real fast. And that somehow the wind miraculously blew it and it went straight up her nose holes. Like, come on, dude. Like, that never happened to me. I used to have my drugs out in the wind all the time. They didn't fucking just roll up into my nose. You know what I'm saying? Like, and think about it. What about all the people who want to say it's on his account? I shared his account on my community tab, you guys. It's called Accountabro or Account of something. Yeah, it was on TikTok, but his YouTube channel, he downloaded the video. Hold on. Accountability. Ugh. I have to find it on my community tab. Hold on. I shared his video. It was pretty wild, though, to hear her sit there and, like, you know, it's just crazy. Where is it at? Here it is. His channel is called Sexton Accountability. That's his last name.
Okay, so if you've watched any of the news reports, because you were full of knowledge 5 minutes ago.
No, look, the news is not a good source for any information at this point in our country, so no.
Well, it's nice talking to the news, so it's literally me standing there on live news agency.
That doesn't mean anything. Like, do you understand what, like, misinformation is? Do you understand that the war on drugs is completely flawed and that it's just a complete fear-mongering tactic that has not served us at any capacity? Do you understand that that's perpetuated by law enforcement? Do you understand that pretty much every single time that people in your field claim that they're ODing on fent, that it is 100% disproven? Every single time.
He went in on her ass.
What is different in your case is what I want to know. Like, what is different? How did it get into your system? Wind doesn't blow fent in the people's faces. That is not an occurrence. It has to go into your mucous membrane, and it had to be a significant amount. So, like, you're being, like, salty.
She was so mad about it because he was just telling her that, hey, oh wow, his video got 12,000 views, dude. Good for him. I'm glad a lot of people saw that video. I'm glad a lot of his name is on YouTube. It's Sexton, Sexton Accountability. He's a cool dude too. What is a juvenile diabetic? Does that mean like you just started out as a diabetic? I'm not a diabetic yet, but if I don't get my weight in check, I probably will be. So that's why we're trying to get my weight under control. And you guys don't see me all the time. All you guys see is the top half of me, which my boobs are huge. They're so big that they make me look a lot bigger than I really am. But I posted that picture with my family where you can see me standing there, and that's what I look like. You know what I mean? But if you saw me from, like, just where you guys see me, I look like a behemoth. You know? That's what it is. So you guys, fentanyl sucks, yes, right? Fentanyl sucks. But what we're trying to say, okay, gotcha, Amy. What we're trying to say is that, like, lying about overdosing on fentanyl is not going to help save more people's lives. It's just going to perpetuate stigma, which will later on keep people from helping people who are dying from fentanyl overdoses, right? So, like, this lady just acted like this fentanyl got on her somehow. So let's say there's a guy on the side of the road who's active in an overdose, and nobody wants to stop and help him because they think if they touch him, they'll die from fentanyl. Do you understand how it's counterproductive? Oh, well, wait, honey. You got a long way to go. You'll be gaining a lot more than 15 pounds. That methadone make you gain weight, though. It will, or at least it has in my experience. My husband's, too. My husband got fat on methadone. He got skinny on Suboxone.
Yeah, just look him up, bud.
Exactly. You remember back in the day when they used to tell people that you could catch HIV from touching somebody and that it only came from gay people and blah 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 blah. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. And so, and I'm still really trying to learn about this kind of stuff because I'm not like an expert in harm reduction, but I know that like a lot of the people who fight against this kind of stigma and misinformation are places that practice harm reduction. And so those of us that are on like methadone and Suboxone, like we methadone and Suboxone are also considered forms of harm reduction, you know? Don't let it bother you. People are stupid. You know what I'm saying? When I watched the Dahmer videos, you guys, are you diabetic too? Gotta fuck. Hey Frog, what's up? When I watched the Dahmer videos, the movie, and he freaking preyed on people that were in the LGBTQ plus community, that made me so mad. Because, my sister is a lesbian. She's not a gay man, but she's a lesbian. If she could be a gay man, I'm sure she would be. No, if she could be a man, I'm sure she would be a man because my sister is so tomboyish. Like, that's her style, is what I'm trying to say. But when she came out to our family, my parents were kind of weird about it at first, but now they, like, really love her so much. Are you a lesbian, Frog? Well, welcome to the family. We just love our gays and lesbians here. We love everybody, actually. We don't care if you're gay or lesbian or straight or whatever. No, 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 no. I don't think she's trans. I don't think she'll ever change over. I just think that's how my sister carries herself in a manly way, is what I mean. Her essence is like tomboyish. You know what I'm saying? But no, no, I don't think she'd ever want to change. I would freak out, I think, if she did, because I've just known her for so long the way she is. You know what I mean? But if she wanted to do that, I wouldn't care. I'd love her anyway. I mean, we've been through this together. Why not go a whole nother way, right? When I think a lot of people who struggle like with addiction too, who are homosexual, that are in the gay and lesbian community, they are experiencing religious trauma. So I was just talking to somebody it's so crazy. I've been talking to people about this kind of stuff on TikTok all day. I was talking to this guy named Ron on TikTok. No, I don't know. It's a sunspot. See? I was talking to this. It's a whole bunch of little freckles all together in one spot. It's from the sun, though. I need to get it taken off. It's not cancerous or anything because I already had it looked at by dermatologists. Religious trauma, yes. And so when me and my little sisters were growing up, we were like they were strict on us in the religion of the Pentecostal religion, where we had to wear dresses and all that shit. And so I feel like that happens for a lot of people. And sometimes I wonder if our parents, I don't think my parents necessarily knew that it was harming us, but I see other people, like this one guy I follow, you guys, his parents literally sent him through conversion therapy, like trying to get him like changed to not be gay or to not be a lesbian. Can you imagine? That would be horrible. Well, I had them checked, so thank God there's nothing bad there right now. But I do need to get it taken off so that way it doesn't get darker this summer. This came on my face, you guys, because I didn't always used to be there. I can show you pictures where it wasn't on there. Hold on, let me find some pictures. I want to show y'all now that y'all got me talking about this damn spot on my face. Damn it. Let me show y'all. I gotta find I have to find a Okay. So, oh no, it was there when I first met my husband. Okay, so I'm going to show y'all some pictures. It was really, really light. You can barely see it.
Hey, Dad.
Okay.
Can you come and like look at the free games?
You see right here? It was really, really light, and that was like in 2010 because I had just gotten out of prison.
What?
That's your mom.
Okay.
And that's my little dot on my face. This thing. That sounds disgusting, Nathaniel.
What?
What is that?
A fart?
That's coming out of your mouth.
Dad. Honey?
So,
Yeah, I'm trying to get his.
yeah, that was how small it was back
Does it
then.
taste ankles on you?
Those were the good old days.
I just wiped it all down straight.
And I just let it get bigger and bigger. It's gotten bigger as my face has gotten fatter, I feel like. Anyway, I hope you guys are all doing okay. And you guys know, like, here on my channel, I support you no matter what kind of recovery you're doing, like mat recovery, abstinence recovery. Like, I used to be really different. If you go back to my videos like 4 years ago, you'll see how like strict I was about certain pathways to recovery because I didn't know any better. I thought that everybody got sober through 12 steps, you know? And then I started, hey Melanie, I started meeting people on TikTok and meeting people through the MAP program. And even though I was on MAT myself, I was still very judgmental of people for being on it. I don't know why. It's because I was taught that, you know? So I just want you guys to know that I support you no matter what kind of recovery you do.
Hold on, let me check.
But I'm going to jump off here because I don't know if y'all can hear this, but I got Nate over there and I got Daddy over there, all in here, driving me insane. So I love you guys, okay? Yes, the strictness is just too much, and then it makes you feel shame if you don't live up to that level of strictness. You know what I mean? So I want you guys to know that we support you no matter what, okay? No matter what. And here's the thing, okay? Like, what did I say the other day? I said, why are you somebody told me, they said, I had 4 years sober and I used today. I've lost everything. And I was like, what? I was like, you mean you only used one time out of the 4 years that you've been sober? That's amazing. That's fucking celebration time, you know? And so I feel like we're taught to be ashamed if we struggle a little bit. And there's nothing to be ashamed of. Like, every single person struggles. They might not share it with you. They might not be honest about it. But every single person struggles. I promise you that. All right? I love you guys.